Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. Sorry about that. I was checking a couple set. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. Give me 1 second. Then we will. Let's see. There it is. Soon as it decides it wants to go over. Good. Okay. That'll work then. Let's go ahead and have the readings for today. And then we will go ahead and get started with Pokemon. Hopefully everything has sounded good. I've gone ahead and changed a couple things around in the basement. So hopefully it does sound pretty decent. Sorry, I was listening back a little bit there. I can always listen later. But let's go ahead and have the readings for today, and then we'll get started. So the readings for today are for January 13th, 2026. Big stretch, pardon me. For Tuesday of the first week in Ordinary Time. The first reading for today is from 1 Samuel. Hannah rose after a meal at Shiloh and presented herself before the Lord. At the time, Eli the priest was sitting on a chair near the doorpost of the Lord's temple. In her bitterness, she prayed to the Lord, weeping copiously. She made a vow, promising, O Lord of hosts, if you look with pity on the misery of your handmaid, if you remember me and do not forget me, if you give your handmaid a male child, I will give him to the Lord for as long as he lives. Neither wine nor liquor shall he drink, and no razor shall ever touch his head. As she remained long at prayer before the Lord, Eli watched her mouth, for Hannah was praying silently. Though her lips were moving, her voice could not be heard. Eli, thinking her drunk, said to her, How long will you make a drunken show of yourself? Sober up from your wine. It isn't that, my lord, Hannah answered. I am an unhappy woman. I have had neither wine nor liquor. I was only pouring out my troubles to the Lord. Do not think your handmaid a ne'er-do-well. My prayer has been prompted by my deep sorrow and misery. Eli said, Go in peace. May the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him. She replied, Think kindly of your maidservant, and left. She went to her quarters, ate and drank with her husband, and no longer and appeared downcast. Early the next morning they worshipped before the Lord, and then returned to their home in Ramah. When Elkanah had relations with his wife Hannah, the Lord remembered her. She conceived, and at the end of her term bore a son, whom she called Samuel, since she had asked the Lord for him. Pardon me. The psalm for today is from 1 Samuel. My heart exults in the Lord my Savior. My heart exults in the Lord. My horn is exalted in my God. I have swallowed my enemies. I rejoice in my victory. My heart exults in the Lord my Savior. The bows of the mighty are broken. By the tottering gird on strength. The well-fed hire themselves out for bread, while the hungry batten on spoil. The barren wife bears 7 sons, while the mother of many languishes. My heart exults in the Lord my Savior. The Lord puts death and gives life. He casts down to the netherworld. He raises up again. The Lord makes poor and makes rich. He humbles. He also exalts. My heart exults in the Lord my Savior. He raises the needy from the dust. From the dung heap he lifts up the poor, to seat them with nobles, and make a glorious throne their heritage. My heart exults in the Lord my Savior. Alleluia, alleluia. Receive the word of God, not as the word of men, but as it truly is, the word of God. Alleluia, alleluia. Gospel for today is from Mark 1. Jesus came to Capernaum with his followers. On the Sabbath, he entered the synagogue and taught. The people were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one having authority and not as the scribes. In their synagogue was a man with an unclean spirit. He cried out, What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. Jesus rebuked him and said, Quiet, come out of him. The unclean spirit convulsed him, and with a loud cry came out of him. All were amazed and asked one another, What is this? A new teaching with authority? He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him. His fame spread everywhere throughout the whole region of Galilee. The gospel of the Lord. Praise be to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. All right, with that, let's go ahead and jump into Pokemon Blue. We haven't started this one yet. I still have to finish the other one, but we will go ahead and get this taken care of. So that way, this one is actually on time and prompt. So we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of. I forgot to change options. Oh, we'll just do the same one as last time for the funny. And then I'll forget about it. Until we get there again, just like last time. Alright. We got this. Let's see. Oh, I gotta connect this. I forgot to do that. There, yeah, I was gonna say we probably should hear. We'll let it go for a minute. Alright. See what we got. HM4, not bad. Item finder, not great, but not bad. Carbos card key, honestly, decent enough stuff. Just gonna check what each of these does again. Not awful, but not great. Swift actually isn't awful, honestly. Bubble Beam, there's... Let's say we have the better version of Bubble Beam right there, which we will use, because honestly... So we already have Surf. There's no point not doing that, so let's go ahead, turn on the PC, withdraw item. Alright, I guess we have our own rare candy, which, you know, fine. I'm not necessarily opposed to it. Not what I was expecting, but, you know. Beggars can't be choosers. I do wonder if you can randomize the music. I have looked into the settings a little bit more this time, but I didn't check about the music. I'll have to look further. There's Oak's glitch sprite again, as he's walking down screaming. Unless he has a limp. Who says I'm gonna be greedy? Rowlith. No. Shelter? I'm thinking about it. Weedle. No. If I remember correctly, Cloyster actually is pretty good. I do not dislike Cloyster. I am curious, though. I am somewhat curious if it's actually as good as I remember. Yeah, okay. Maybe it'll help out with the early... Help out with Brock, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, give me Shelter. Shelter's not gonna like me. E-rations. Well, this will be an interesting fight already. As long as it can. Cool. Let's just, go ahead and destroy our rival. Really have to rearrange these again, but for the time being, this is fine. Wait, Max, let's battle. I don't even know what my stats are. I don't know what your Weedle stats are. I guess we'll find out. Level 3. I don't think this Weedle's about to have a good time. This Weedle, in fact, did not have a good time. Bye! I did want to check the stats. Special's okay. It seems like attack is better. I don't remember that, but I'm, I mean... Yeah, like, attack is slightly better. Its main benefit is defense, so, And now that no. Thank you, though. No. Yes. No. We don't need to do that. Not at the moment, at the very least. I don't think we can even do this currently. Yeah, that's what I thought. We have no badges currently, but we do have a fair amount of key items, so, you know, we got that going for us. Eventually, we'll be able to go ahead and grab something. Max got Oaks. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, hello, Venema. Level 3 Venema. I hope it doesn't know Psychic. I hope you don't do that. If it knows Psychic, this fight's going poorly rather quickly. Don't like that either. There's the... That's actually not the one in 265 chance, I'm realizing. Never mind. I was about to say it was, but no. Tackle actually has a lower hit chance than people realize, and I forget about how low its hit chance is as well, frequently, honestly. Honestly, this should be good experience. I was not expecting to see Venomoth. I'm not gonna lie. I know we did random encounters, but still, it was, not what I was expecting. Really, that didn't level you up? Alright. We might... What? No, I'm running from this one. I'm interested in catching you, though. I am interested in catching Machoke. So, for the Archipelago version, you don't actually need... We might die. Alright, not as close as I thought. We're fine. I'm on it. I do appreciate how fast they are, though. Not gonna lie. So the only downside to us not knowing where... doing the random Pokemon, we don't happen to know where... Nidoran is. That's like the biggest downside. Female. Nidoran female. Because, can't get the other one. Because this is blue. And, I do like having Nidoqueen on the team for Gen 1. Nidoqueen is kinda slept on. Not as good as the other thingy. You know, the thingy. Nidoking. But, I mean, Nidoqueen works well enough. Walks in, walks out. What a Chad. Epsilon minus girlfriend alert. Status level green. What? Probably something with the programmer. Here, this will help you. I got AP item. Alright, I don't have the map. I can't. I don't have the map. I mean, admittedly, I played this game enough that it's not really a big problem. But, like, you know. I am curious the 2 items we've sent so far. Progressive Theater. And Charm Notch. Okay. I see. I see. You telling us about trainers? You might tell us about trainers. Venomoth again. Admittedly, now that I do know that you don't actually need a trade, I might go ahead and grab Kadabra too. Which one is it? Red or blue? It's blue. Yeah, for some reason, how you doing, by the way, Dan? For some reason, they don't have it as either or on Twitch. I'm not sure why. I'm confused by that, honestly. But blue is the one that I grew up with, and this is actually my ripped copy of it, so... Now, if I had red, I would do that too, but I think red does run a fair dollar these days, honestly. I don't know exactly how much it runs, honestly. I should look into that. I had, like, balls. Many, many of them. Don't take that out of context, kids. Yeah, there's no Premier Balls, so I don't even need to worry about going for 10 at a time, so never mind. But Pokemon were exclusive to Yellow? I don't think technically any of them were, if I remember correctly. They did change up the order of some things, because Yellow came out later. It was kind of like a side thought after the anime took off, in a sense. The side thought might be not fair enough, but it did go ahead and try to line up with the anime more. So you could go ahead and get all 3 starters. Sandshrew was easier to catch if I remember correctly. Pikachu... No, you could find a Pidgeotto in Viridian Forest, which I don't think is in the original, if I remember correctly. Or maybe it is, but it's very rare, and there we go, that's what I wanted. Surf feels like it would kill it. Good. Please no kill. Okay. But they did change, like, numbers and stuff for what was easier to find and harder to find for Yellow. I remember that, I just don't remember all the nuances. The worst part was that you couldn't evolve your Pikachu. However, apparently I've come to understand that actually that's not too bad due to the fact that they did go ahead and boost it, so. Which I did not realize at the time. Honestly, if they told me that, I would not have been as adamant about wanting to evolve. Get in the ball! There you go. It's time to get in there. Yes. I don't remember what Ultimate Muscle's name is, like the character. I haven't watched that much of it. I would like to watch it. I think it's just Kid Muscle, if I remember correctly. But I would like to watch some more of it. Now the question is, should we, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I have to go ahead and do, whatchamacallit soon. That rhythm, not rhythm game, but, exercise sports game, which I'm blanking on the name of now. Well, I want to see what Pokemon are in the grass over here. Pikachu! Not particularly interested in you, Pikachu. Not gonna lie to you. Ring Fit, thank you. I do need to do that, because now why is Karate Chop normal? It is a very fun game. I guess I forgot that Karate Chop was normal in Gen 1. But I do need to do that. We do have enough room now. I'm wondering if I should take the lights behind me down before I do that. As is, I probably should actually... Hold on. I'm going to change one thing a little bit. Hold on. Lost my slipper. That'll probably be a bit better, honestly. There we go. That should be better. I've redirected more light on me because it was a little dark on the camera. Not like too bad, but this way should go ahead and make it at least a bit brighter. Might still have to go ahead and mess around with that, but... we found the better version already. Oh, I forgot that low kick could flinch. Now it's just karate chop. So there should be 3 Pokemon here. I just want to make sure that Nidoran is not here, in fact. Pikachu, not particularly interested. But I do actually really like Nidoran, honestly. I think, I've said this already. You know. Welcome to the channel. I typically repeat myself frequently. I am surprised they haven't done a Ring Fit Adventure 2, truthfully, though. I think it did sell well enough. We'll wait for 2 more Pokemon. If we don't see anything new, then we'll move on. Don't have all day. If I remember correctly, one of the changes for Yellow version was that you could get a man key here. I don't... Maybe you could in Red, too. I want to say that was a Yellow exclusive, but I'm not 100% positive about that. Oh, hello. I do want you, in fact. At least for the time being. Persian actually is not a bad Pokemon in Gen 1 because of its insane speed. And in Gen 1, speed is what determined your crit. Now, if we find Tauros, I'm going with Tauros instead. It's not a guarantee that, that the classy cat will stay with us. You know what? Yeah. Although, if I name it after one of my cats, it might, in fact, take care of itself here. What do you know? It's not great, but not awful. There is a chance that Persian can still, in fact, learn Payday. Payday is not amazing, but Payday is extra money. So, you know, I'm gonna go check Persian real quickly. What level it learns that at. If it learns it. Like, once again, Persian, not the best Pokemon, but it does happen to be okay. Payday is level 17. Okay, cool. So we'll learn it eventually. What we really want is Slash, so that's level 51. Hyper Beam wouldn't be bad, because it could stab with that. And Hyper Beam and Double Edge probably would be the best moves to teach it. Because it would get stabbed. It's not an awful Pokemon. So, mainly because of its speed. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and start leveling up this team. It's a weird one. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. Hello, Rival 2. People typically skip over this rival. They're wrong. You're naughty. Or at least not include it when they include the rival battles. It's not necessary, but it is a good experience. Where'd you get that Pidgey? Huh? There's been no Pidgeys here. Where did thou get thine Pidgey? Ooh, oh, okay. Still might die here. Hopefully, good job. Alright, there's crit. Would have liked that earlier, but it works out okay. I forgot that our rival got Weedle. I'm sorry, bud. I wonder if String Shot does lower the possibility of getting a crit. I don't know. Yeah, go ahead and String Shot again. Yeah, there we go. Give me the money. Yeah, but I wanted the free experience and the free money. It looks like we need 2 badges so as to even get into the Elite Four, which is fine. Not a problem. So apparently there might be an item here from the old guy. I'm gonna check that real quickly. I don't remember in the base game him giving you one, but that doesn't mean that I remember everything. The Pokemon Kitchen Tutorial DLC. Ready? Sure. So you're using a Pokedex. When you catch a Pokemon, Pokedex is automatically updated. What, don't you know how to catch a Pokemon? I do. I'll show you how to then. Old man! You gotta weaken it for... I will take those 50 Pokeballs, though. Like, that would be fine, not gonna lie. Alright, Weedle was caught. No refunds. Alright. Did they change the dialogue for these guys? Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute. Or at least some of them. Alright. Spearo's name is Speary. Gym stores are locked. Maybe you should try back later, after obtaining 4 or so badges. Okay. But I want to talk to this dude! Like, that just kicked me off. I was curious, but... Jim's leader returned? Boy, I don't think that's true. I just had somebody tell me that's not true. Nintendo year in review. Oh, did it really? Hold on. Let me, guys, we're gonna pause. I am actually wanting to see this. I guess I'll go to Twitter and go to, Nintendo's page real quickly. Yeah, come on. Yes, come on. Let's go. Chop chop. You just Google it. Yeah, I don't care, Twitter. Get out of here. Has arrived. See your personalized review here. Alright. Accept all cookies. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna pause real quickly, but I do want to review this. I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna share my screen. Is that the right one? Oh! Oh! A little big! We'll keep that there. Hold on. I gotta fix this, guys. That's a little big. Gotta make it a little smaller. Must have been zoomed in on something or something. Don't need that either. So we can just crop out what we don't need and, there we go. Alright. Get started. We're gonna go ahead and take a brief little detour, because I am actually curious about this. Hi, Kevin. Welcome to your Nintendo Switch 2025 year in review. Alright. Scroll down. Check out how you spent your time with Nintendo Switch. What about Switch 2? Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, well, you started playing on Nintendo Switch 2 this year! I am actually enjoying it. I hope I'll have an blast. Alright, once again. Okay, back to it. Kevin's 2025. Let's see. 16. I hit the funny number! Funny number! I'm sorry. Hold on one second. I'm gonna capture this real quickly. Take off display capture for a brief second. Hold on. Okay. 69 games, 470 hours. That makes sense. I was gonna say, yeah. As is, I have been actually wanting to play more on my Switch too. It looks like I have, because I don't remember. That's almost 500 hours. Probably still played more on my PC, honestly. Here are the games you played most. You're not surprised by that. Yeah, and even this, I still need to play more of. I was going to stream this today, but I did want to get a start on the Archipelago, so we haven't done that yet. We'll play more of that here next week. Action was your favorite kind of game? Fun, go pow. Your gaming style. Action, role-playing. Role-playing was down this year. Adventure, party, shooting, strategy. Here's how you play throughout the year, in chart form. So February was very low, as was August, which is fine. I don't always... sometimes I need to touch grass. Sometimes we all need to touch grass. I'm surprised June was that high. I guess the Switch 2 probably just came out. Be my guess. Okay, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Played it for 7 hours this month. And I do need to get back to that, actually. 3 hours total. Super Mario Party Jamboree. You played it for 1 hour this month. That was... yeah. Yeah. Alright, that makes sense. That does make sense. I've started playing that again recently, because I did need a little bit of a break from it. It's fun, but... I am wanting them to go ahead and do, the PS1 games and the PS2 games, and they haven't done that yet. And the one GameCube game. 21 hours, that makes sense. That also makes sense, yeah. I did play a lot of that. That makes sense, because, yeah, as I say, the Switch 2 just came out. Bonanza. I still need to finish that. I'm working on it. I'll finish it here soon. Did I really play Thousand Year Door? I don't remember playing it. I really don't. I don't remember playing it that much. Silk Song? Yep. That makes sense. Yeah, and this I would have played more, actually, but I'm waiting for my son to play, because I do want him to play. One of these is going to be Metroid Prime, I'm almost guaranteed. Dark Souls Remastered, yep. Yep, there it is. And then, yeah. And that was... it was a fun game. I am looking forward to playing that again this year. It'll probably be close to December, honestly. Time to decide. Which was your favorite? I don't know. Hold on. Ragtime Tribe. Lock it in. I do need to get back to my playthrough of that again, because I have been playing off stream. I guess... Maybe. I guess I'll go with this one. Share the fun. Show off your summer to your friends and family. Alright. Hey, thank you for the follow there, KAMaximilianK. Hope you're doing well. Go ahead and finish this off, and then we'll, oh, hold on. Don't know if you guys can see that, but, I'm going to, it does make sense they would ask you that first, not gonna lie. Hey, KAMaximilianK, how you doing? That's my 2025. Before you go, celebrate your journey so far. Please enjoy this little trip down memory lane. Alright. 2018. course! That it? Oh, okay. Gotta keep scrolling. And the Switch game, yep. You first played on February 23rd, 2018. Yeah, but what about my Wii U and 3DS stuff? Check out when you first start your games and some stats about them. Axiom Verge, that makes sense. I still haven't beat that. Nice! I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I was gonna say, I am a Catholic streamer. I do go ahead and do a wide variety of games. I will, at the beginning of streaming, go ahead and read the daily readings for today, and I'll go ahead and read a little bit of theology, as well as... So, as of the moment, I've been reading the Catechism, or a book called Paul of Tarsus. And eventually, we're getting close to being done with both of those, so once those are done, we'll have to go ahead and change on to something else. But for right now, that's where we're at. I was gonna say, there's a lot of good people under the Catholic tag. Obviously, there's P-Tony, there's a bunch of other people, so... I was gonna say, I'm glad the tag does work, because I know that there's not a super amount of Catholic streamers, but there is a large enough community that I am glad that it does work. Actually, as is, I probably should mention it, there's going to be a Catholic raid train this weekend that will start on Gigs. What is his new name? Let's see if I can remember it. I may not have. Looks like I did. That'll be, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern. Maybe 6 p.m. Eastern. That guy's just bouncing. Well, that does work. I do wonder how old that is, because I don't remember the last time he did that. I do still need to beat Axiom Verge. I haven't done that yet. Don't show that I played Sonic Forces. Don't show that I played that. Nobody should remember that. Yeah, that one. I do want to play more of this. I'm not very good at Bomberman. Catholic channel, Father Years, Father Evan. Yeah, I was gonna say, I love Father Evan. I've met him in person. I'm hoping to see him again soon. I was gonna say, I saw that he did go live. Thank you for that reminder, actually, because I saw that he went live. I do want to go ahead and give him a lurk right now. I do like going ahead and giving lurks. Yeah, and he was playing a game I was interested in his time. As I say, that one was looking very good. So I hope that he's enjoying that. Fire Emblem Warriors, still haven't beat that yet. Eventually I will. Nipper Clips? Yeah. Haven't played much of that, as we see there. Puyo Puyo Tetris, Ukulele, yeah, not surprised. Okay, that makes more sense, yeah. Haven't played much of that. Wonder how many games it's gonna have. Yeah, that makes sense too. It's gonna have me go through for this. I still need to beat this too. Need is a strong word. Not surprised. I would like to play more of that. It is a fun game. I do love VVVVVV. I typically play it on PC these days, admittedly. Shantae, Half Genie Hero. That makes sense. I would like to play more of this, because Wild Guns is fun. I do like Mega Man. I'll probably play that one again soon. That makes sense. Less than 1 hour. Owl Boy. Retail only? What? Owl Boy's retail only? Really? When did that happen? I thought it was digital too. Did they delist it or something? Should look into that. Not right now. That was a pretty good game. I'd like to get the sequel. Haven't done that yet. Tried Hollow Knight. Jumped out on it. I will get back to that eventually. Tried Fortnite. Jumped out on that. Have played that a little bit. I do like SteamWorld Dig 2. There's Brown Bricks and Minecrafta. I played that a little bit. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Just kind of showing me... Actually, hold on. Yeah. One of your most played... Yeah, it is one of my most played games. That is absolutely true. It was a lot of fun. Honestly, I think the sequel is better, but there is aspects to the first game I do enjoy more. The story, mainly. Well, I can't believe I said that, because both of them don't have very strong stories. But I do think I like the character. I think what I'm trying to say is I do like the skills for the first one more. But both of them are very good games. Makes sense? Oh. Generations Ultimate. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Also another one of the... Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. That makes sense. I do have a little bit of Labo. Really, I only have 7 hours. I guess there's some more games in there that I would be interested in. I'm surprised that's one of my most played games, but fair enough. My wife has probably played that more than I have, truth be told. Admittedly, I am curious about this, so we might be distracted here for a minute. Yep, Smash Brothers, that makes sense. Started that. I still need to finish that on stream, because as I say, we have gotten much further in that than, initially. Let's say, I am actually, this is actually pretty cool, but, that makes sense. I do like this game quite a bit. I'd like to return, honestly, I'd like Dragon Quest Builders 3. They haven't done that yet. Maybe one day. I still haven't beat this yet. I'll work on that. And I am getting back to playing that soon. The Switch 2 edition of that comes out, so I will be playing more of that. I'm basically just waiting at the moment for that for me to play more. Makes sense. And then I played more. I like Tears of the Kingdom more, admittedly. Admittedly, the reason why I got I do need to get back to that too. There's just so many reminders here of stuff that's like, yeah, that was fun. I should return to that, and then I haven't yet. Just working on getting through it currently. Yeah, as I say, the last couple of years, this red is... I don't know about anybody else, but this red is starting to bother me. That's better. I've started to see red, if you know what I mean. Potato. I do need to finish... I should play Final Fantasy V again. It's been a little bit of time. I used to play it yearly with the 4-job Fiesta, but considering the 4-job Fiesta creator is kind of not a good guy, I stopped playing it. Okay, we've seen all of these, so we can... I'd really have to get past the red, please. Please! The red is hurting my eyes, please! What's that? Fortnite. I hope the red isn't hurting your guys' eyes, but it's like, oh gosh, please. Oh. That's better. And then it should... Okay. Yeah, that'll make sense. Alright, that is pretty cool. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, I would like you to show me the hours for all... Okay. Free reward. If you had this in physical, I'd be looking forward to this, Nintendo. And if you... Square, if you had this in physical... I've gone ahead and ordered the Switch 1 edition because you didn't do that in physical. Do physical. Let's get physical. Oh, I'm doing the thing again. I think that's basically it then. Okay. We're going to go ahead, get back to the game. I'm going to share this real quickly on over here. Upload 2 files here real quickly. Well, if I can even find the other one. Maybe I can. I'll worry about this later. Let's go ahead and get back to focusing. Okay. Yeah, Yeah, I have been waiting for the year in review. I wish it was a little less red. I know Nintendo is frequently red, but that started really hurting my eyes. I'm not going to deny it. I did not get one. I want to see the item, but that's fine. I did want to see... Oh, hello. Hello, Gyarados. I already have a water Pokemon, so I'm good. I'll take your experience, though. Do you only... Nope, you have Dragon Rage. Okay, that is... Alright, Dragon Rage does 40, not 20. Let's go heal real quickly. Boy, Viridian Forest sure did get scary awfully quick. I'm scared. Admittedly, if we didn't have a water type, I would catch Gyarados, but we already have a water type. I'd like to stick with Cloyster. I think Cloyster is a decent Pokemon. I don't really use Cloyster that often because there's like other choices I typically will go for, but since I have that opportunity, it's like, well, I guess I'd better go ahead and use it while I have it, so... Oh, hello, Graveler. Alright, I was not expecting a Graveler here, but it's fine. Actually. Please don't tell me you know anything scary, Graveler. No, no defense, girl. I'm trying to make it so that I can get through your defenses. No, no defense, girl. Stop it. Why did it fail? What do you mean it failed? Was that the one out of... Stop it. Okay, it's raising its defenses. I should be able to use it again. Just... I guess that there's a limit, so alright. But we are able to do decent damage now, so that's fine. The worst part about this is actually, while Screech is useful, if we had gotten a crit there, which I'm surprised we didn't, truth be told, that would have gone ahead and actually done less damage, because crits ignore buffs or defenses. So, it can be beneficial, but, like, buffs are debuffs, is what I'm trying to say. So, like, if you debuff them, and it just rolls poorly for you, well... Now, the question is, do you have random Pokemon? You do not, okay. You know, the best part about finding a Persian early on is that means that now we don't have to go ahead and have it go from a Meowth, which is the worst part, I'd say, about that. Not that Meowth is bad, but it's not the best either. That's for certain. No Gyarados, no Gyarados, no Gyarados. Oh, I don't need you, Dugong. Not gonna lie. But you might be good experience. Although, how much is that Aurora Beam gonna do? However, if we get a crit here, that would be good, because while Aurora Beam does lower our attack, that would go ahead and go right through the debuffs, so... Don't die, Vinny. Do not die! Good job, you didn't die. Proud of you. That was, however, scary. Pardon me. Alright, you know what? Fair. I'll go ahead and just use... not fair. In this instance, I'm kind of glad that Karate Chop is normal. Not something that you typically hear me say, but it is a true statement. For level 7? Yes, we'll use emergency rations. Admittedly, emergency rations is doing decently. Yeah, as I say, I don't think it's going to take them out entirely, but it should deal decent damage nonetheless. Oh. Pardon me. So hopefully the game isn't too loud. I don't think it is, but it is always that concern. No poison? I do find it interesting, because Cloister had a time where it was down, and now it's up again, I think, because... pardon me, of Shell Smash. I better go ahead and go on back to make sure that I heal Kid Muscle. Kid Muscle might die on the way back, which isn't what I'm looking for, but it is a very real possibility. That's not going to help Kid Muscle. That was close. That was close. I'm not going to deny it. I'll swap... Actually, that's fine. We'll swap emergency rations for the time being. Mainly just because emergency rations does have a time where it's going to be very useful here soon. So I'd like to go ahead and make sure that the other two get experience while they can. Because they may not be able to get as good experience for a bit. I do still want to see what Pokemon they have. If it's Gyarados we're running. Gyarados has taught me very scary, do not fight. Oh, yep. Might have to run back already. So early game, Gyarados very scary with Dragon Rage. I think, except for the areas where, Physical Sonic Cross World Switch 2 comes out March 26th. Nice! I know they were planning on it, it just was a little later, so I'm glad to hear that it's at least still coming out. Excuse me, sir. You walked right into my path. Alright. This time we're gonna avoid the grass, for the most part. As long as we can. I actually would love to get some extra experience, but as we found out, that, probably isn't advisable. Yeah, they originally done keycard hard feedback, so they will put full game on card for fail to wait, which, yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. It's like, they had one plan, they, as you said, they heard feedback, so it's like, you know what, that's reasonable. That's why I'm not buying Pokepia. There's a possibility I'll buy it digitally, honestly, but I don't want it on game keycard. I want the actual game, which is a shame, because I actually was looking forward to that. Sometimes I do think I want to include the hidden items there, but I don't know enough of where the hidden items are, so it's like, And we do item finder, admittedly. I don't think Machamp is necessarily a bad Pokemon. I like Machamp, honestly. Even if it is a bad Pokemon, fine, I'll still use it. As I still enjoy it. Merely it's a Machoke right now, but, you know. Oh, I'm sorry, Vinny. We brought you out to die. Honestly, your best chance, Vinny, get a crit. Alright, Vinny, you better get that crit! Alright, you got lucky, Vinny. Seeing that last time it didn't let us run, I figured, you know what? The most logical thing is to go ahead and just try to fight it. If I remember correctly, it's like a 30% chance to crit with Persian. I should go ahead and check that, actually. Hello, Graveler. .25% chance, which is still pretty decent, honestly. Oh yeah, I did want to check one quick thing real quickly. Oh really? Zero use. Interesting. Ah. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So the reason Machamp, you know, has zero use... Psychic types. Psychic types everywhere in Gen 1. Which, you know, makes no sense. Like, alright, fair enough. Alright, may as well swap. I don't think there's any hidden items here. There is an item here later, but I think that's about the only item here. Just can't grab it yet. I will fight you. I do want the experience. We got an ad break coming up here in about 2 minutes. While it happens, I'll take a quick walk. Get up from my chair, stretch around, that type of thing. As I've been told, I should not sit for hours at a time, which I'm fine with. An ad break is the perfect time to go ahead and just have a quick little walk. Not very long, mind you, but it's better than nothing. Ooh, okay. I will. I will, in fact, show you my best. Alright, that's done. Which means that's done too. I probably will not, in fact, every time. Just, for the record. What did you just give me there, Brock? Not great, but it's fine. It's okay. Oh, really? Boulder Badge is here. Okay. To be fair, maybe we need that in order to keep on going. Fair enough. So this dude's not here anymore. Emergency rations. We can swap you with Vinny. Oh, we got a substantial level boost on enemies. Alright. For an ad break? I thought I had ads to run automatically. Alright, we're gonna run an ad break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna finish this fight, then go for a slight walk. There's the crit. Where? Hey, that'll work. Alright. For those that are still here, I'll be right back. I am going to use the controller. Ugh. Oh, hello, Vinny. Was it a good choice for me to name you after a Persian? Hmm? You kind of look like one a little bit, though. Or name a Persian after you, I should say. Alright, I will be right back. Oh, apologize for the delay, but I'm just doing a quick little walk. It's like, I told I should take a little one. At least get a little bit of stretching. That works pretty well, so let's go ahead and continue on. I am somewhat worried what's going to be in Mount Moon, honestly. We'll go ahead and find out. I think once we hit Viridian today is where we'll call it. I think Viridian's the next one, if I remember correctly. I'm bad with names. No poison sting. Stop that. Admittedly, I think Shelder does need a Water Stone to evolve, if memory serves. I'm gonna check that real quickly. It is. That's what I thought, but I could not quite remember, so I wanted to double check that. Alright, let's swap Pokemon. Yeah. Since we don't know what's going to be in Mount Moon, it's probably not a bad idea to get emergency rations. You know, honestly, I find it funny, because, like, you wouldn't... Cloyster, you know, Clam, Shelder, Clam, etc., etc. Like, you know, those work perfectly fine as emergency rations. But Machoke, no clue what that's... no clue what Machoke is supposed to be. Kind of reminds me of the mollusk bones from One Piece. That's the name of the treasure. Gaio Gaio. Alrighty. So hopefully we get a Water Stone from somebody here before too long, because Water Stones would be nice. You do get an infinite supply of them once you get one, which is good, etc., etc. You know how it goes. Just murder it. Kid Muscle. Go ahead. Sorry, Rattata. You are no longer alive. Omae no Shinderu, some people would say. Nani. Now, admittedly, Machamp will be of no use once we... Ooh, critical hit. Nice. Once we get to Sabrina. But I don't think there's really too many Psychic types that you have to worry about in the game. Sabrina's gym, yes. Your rival will have one, yes. A little bit, like, the minimal possible. Lorelei. Ah, oh, I forgot to change Pokemon. That's fine. Look, Kid Mess will get another level. No poison. Alright, good. So you poisoned him enough. Stop it. Stop it! Get some help! The good news is, we are starting to get levels off of these Pokemon. And I will want to go ahead and make sure... Hello, Vinny. Did you know I was using you? Hello. You wanna show off for the camera a little bit? I cannot see now, chat. Admittedly, it's partially my fault because I'm petting him, but it's like, I cannot see now. Maybe I should bring the webcam down a little bit. Hello. 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 Hold on, let me move this out of the way. There we go, I got you. I got you, boo. I got you. I'll pet you. He wants love. He's a good boy. Hello. Hello. Yeah, unfortunately, I cannot really readjust the camera. I am obviously understanding now that adjusting it would be a good idea. That way, when he does come along, or any of the other cats, you can see him. We are waiting for the Twitch payment to come through for the birthday subathon, and then I will buy another cat cam. So, admittedly, I'm kind of surprised Thorn... Oh, what are you looking at? I'm still petting you. Don't worry, I'm petting you. You're a smart little boy, aren't you? Did we level? No, surprisingly. I guess we can toss emergency rations out front, get some leveling going. Then when they have a second Pokemon, we can swap to Vinny for a minute. It's not like emergency rations does not have a good surf attack, so. As is, I need to go ahead. Need is a strong word, but I'm going to go ahead and work on. Ooh, your claws. Oh. Okay, he stopped. You're just stretching out a little bit there, huh? That was not very comfortable, I'm gonna be honest with you, bud. No second Pokemon. Let's go at normal speed for right now as we have this kitty cat. I don't think I can adjust it at the moment, I apologize. I do like the newer Pokemon games too, but there really is something to the old sound design that's just screams Pokemon, truth be told. Ooh. Don't die, emergency rations. You have a high defense. I don't know. Admittedly, maybe Shelter doesn't. Maybe that's, Cloister that has a high defense. Wow. There we go. However, that Screech did do a lot of damage, not gonna lie. Hey, good job. Good job, guys. Alright, let's go around. Then we're gonna have to go ahead and heal, come back to here, find out what's over here, because there might be something really good over here. since emergency rations does happen to be so low on health at the moment, we are going to go ahead and use this for the most part, unless the opponent tosses out a Metapod or something like that. Then we'll go ahead and use emergency rations, because I don't think that there's any Metapods or Kakunas in this game that have an actual attack. So it should be a pretty safe swap. It's later on that they started doing that. Maybe even by Gen 2. But Gen 1, I'm pretty sure all they have is Harden. I could be wrong, though. You okay? He's okay. So I always thought that these girls were wearing cowboy hats initially, for some reason. Even though you do happen to see their hair in-game, but it kind of just looks like a cowboy hat. It really does. Alright, fairy type isn't a thing yet. Alright, get in there, Kid Muscle. Fortnite go poorly? So you don't have to worry about me. I'm not on Fortnite. Fortnite Battle Pass. Yeah, they do groups of 5. Wait, they go do groups of 5 now? Interesting. What's it called then? Because it was a duo, a trio, and a squad. What is it now? A duo, a trio, a quad, and a squad? That would be kind of funny, actually, if it was a duo, a trio, a quad, and a squad, not gonna lie. Goodbye, Vinny. A quint? Okay. Do you sell the fish? Hello there, I got a deal just for you. Oh, you have a swell Magikarp. It's not a Magikarp, I don't think. I'll buy it just to confirm. I am curious. Hold on. I think that should be good. If we need to, we can always adjust the camera later for when he comes back. No, because if it's actual Magikarp, I'm not actually gonna. Oh, wait. It's a literal Magikarp. Okay. Sorry, Magikarp. We have emergency rations. Into the box. I don't give refund. No, that's fine. I thought it was something else, but... Oh. I mean, I'm running. Oh, no. Starmie is pretty good, honest. Do I want Starmie might be better than Cloyster. Like, truth be told, hold up. I'm kind of considering it. Because of the fact it is a Psychic type. And that kind of is clutch. Let me check one thing. Let me check Bulbapedia. Make sure that it can learn stuff. I mean, I can teach it Psychic, worst comes to worst, so... No, in Gen 1 it could not. In Gen 2 it mostly couldn't, aside from Confuse Ray. Same with Gen 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 8 is when they started letting it learn some stuff. Okay. 9 in particular got a lot better. So 9 is when they decided to actually start being nice. Okay. Interesting. But I mean, it can still learn Surf, so we can do that. We can teach it Psychic. We can teach it Blizzard. Alright. Honestly, its speed probably does make it so good, honestly. And it can learn Recover. Can we teach it Recover? I'm forgetting if we can teach it Recover. Hold on. Oh yeah, it looks like Recover is a TM. Oh, no, it's not. We'll look around for a Starmie. Or Staryu. Staryu would be better. There is a possibility that we can, Maybe by that point we may be too invested into emergency rations. I'm not sure. And Recover probably isn't, like, necessary. No, alright. That's probably the only other thing we're gonna see here. I am seeking a better Pokemon. Good day. That Clown actually... That Hound actually did damage. Well, unfortunately, Surf is not going to do as much as I'd like then, considering we just hit a crit. Okay. Still haven't seen what's in the cave yet. We'll see, I guess. No poison, no poison, no poison. Alright, good. I mean, Shrink Shot's fine, at least in this instance. Has there ever been a crawfish Pokemon? I know there's been a lobster. And a crab, obviously, because of Krabby. I'm gonna look that up, actually. I think there has been. I want to say there has been. I think there's like a... Oh, really? They consider Corphish. Oh, crawfish. I don't know. I think of it more as a crab, but... Or a lobster. Maybe that's a me thing, though. Like, it's absolutely possible I'm wrong. I mean, Corphish does sound similar to crawfish, I'll be honest about that, but it's like, oh. Yeah, see, you said Corphish, as I said, I don't know if I really consider that more of a lobster, but I guess I'm wrong. Oh, Oddish, I mean, eventually we'll need a cutter. See what else is in here, though. You know, I think Gengar got good in Gen 2, not Gen, 1. Admittedly, maybe it is once again because of Psychic just being everywhere, but it is overused. Its stats do happen to be danged high. Not gonna lie. Pardon me. Why not? If we change our minds, we can always not use it. Oh, okay, cool. Pardon me. I was thinking that Nightshade was going to kill us, but then I remembered it's per level, so actually we're fine. Now the question is, was Ghastly our Clefairy find, or was it Zubat? There's Paris here too, but I don't think Paris is on this level. I don't remember if Geodude shows up in Rock, or not Rock Mountain, Rock Road, Rock. Mount Moon or not, I think it does. But now that you're, since we're doing a randomizer, I don't remember all the Pokemon that show up and that don't. Nightshade is good enough. Lick. Yeah, like Nightshade, that'll at least go ahead and do decent damage. Not great damage, but hey, at least Absorb won't do much. Honestly, the Ghastly line wasn't Poison, which was a very silly move of Game Freak for the Pokemon that were meant to be the counter to Psychic. And if they had better Ghost moves, too. I mean, their Ghost moves are not very good. Like, they don't really get a good move until Gen 2. So I think, actually, Ghastly knows all the Ghost moves, except for maybe one. No, Hypnosis is Psychic, if I'm remembering correctly. But the amount of Ghost moves in Gen 1 is very low. Ooh. Vinny, I'm sorry, you've been replaced. Like, Tauros has higher stats in every way, if I remember correctly. Like, I think that its speed is substantially higher. Double checking that now. Actually, its speed is lower. So it does not have quite as good of that, but its attack and defense is better, its special is better, and its HP is better. So... and by, when I say that its attack and defense is better, I mean by 30 points better. The special isn't as good. Like, that's honestly a better trade. That's a good trade-off. Now, getting this is the one thing that does cause me concern. Get in the ball. Get in the ball, Tauros! Tauros, get in that ball. At least there's a chance. It is at least, going in the ball once. Not a high chance, but it is a chance. Chad, I might have to figure out the rewind function real quickly. I guess I'm gonna Google that real quickly. I mean, I guess I don't have to. I could always come back, but I would really like to get this. Yes. Come on, get in the ball. I didn't have enough money for more, otherwise I would have bought more. Please. I don't know how to make it faster. Though I will say, hearing the Pokemon music backwards is entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, is that as far as it goes? Okay. Fair enough. I did see it was, like, off of a, set amount of save states. That makes sense, then. So we got... We'll have to do the 4 over and over again. And I was gonna say, that did show that different things can happen, because I don't remember Kid Missile getting crit. Give me a second. Apparently somebody's at the door. Hold on, I'll be right back. False alarm, I guess. I better rewind now before we run out of opportunities. Honestly, if I had more Pokeballs, I would have, you know, but I just early game. Oh, really? Are we really down to just that we can only try how many more times? Infinite? All right. I do want to see if we can even get more than one shake at it. I'm just gonna see if any of the items I've gotten has been... Nope, okay. Try something a little stupid here. Admittedly, E-Reaction does not do a lot of damage with Tackle. That was more than I was expecting, though, not gonna lie. Now, could I just go ahead and swap the, Ghastly so it does nothing? Yes, but apparently I'm not. Alright, we'll give this 5 more tries. If nothing happens, we'll just knock this Tauros out. Like, if we don't see a second shake. 1. 2. 3. 4. So what did it say? Hold on. I want to see what it said. Five. Guess we'll have to come back here. That is unfortunate. Oh, good for you, Ghastly. And Kid Muscle. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I want to check something real quickly. Not that it'll take us very long to get back here. How many do we have? Not enough for even 10 more balls. Alrighty then. I want... Yes! It's not gonna be a lot of experience or money, but if it's even like 500, I'll consider it good. I don't remember ghost effects. It does apparently. Okay. How much money do you give? Ooh, but I really want to grind that. Just to get some money. I kind of do. Just kind of stinks. I'll do that off stream. Because honestly, you guys watching that over and over again, pretty boring. Not even gonna deny it. But I'd like to get like 30 Pokeballs, so I'll do that later. I think I'm just gonna end it here. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and grind that off stream, so... A little shorter than I was expecting, but that's fine. We can go ahead and, make up for it next week. Still slightly recovering from the New Orleans trip. I'm tired, so, alright. I'll see you guys later. I'm just tired. I am tired, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. You guys have a good day. God bless, and Pax Bonum. Thanks for being here, everybody.